Oh my gosh. Let's talk about the law of attraction, self-improvement, and manifestation. Self-improvement is your best friend. There is no such thing in life as getting something for nothing. Let's address that now. So many people get on the clock app, wink, wink, if you know what I'm talking about. Get on the clock app and they're scrolling, and they're watching all these manifesting law of attraction videos. And everyone's like, how can I get the body? How can I get the guy? How can I get the money without doing any work? I hate to tell you this, but this is the truth. You have to do the internal work. And depending on what material thing you're trying to manifest, you will have to do a little bit of external work as well. I always use this analogy. It's 90% internal work, 10% external work. And that 10% external work has to be aligned action. It can't be any, don't fall into the trap of, oh, I'm just gonna work so hard. That's a trap, because there is a certain thing as working smarter, and that pays off so much more than overworking yourself. Let me tell you something now. Let go of the notion that you get a cookie for overworking yourself. You don't get a cookie for taking the path of most resistance. You don't get a cookie for being the most stressed out. You don't get a cookie for being the most exhausted. You don't get a cookie for doing everything yourself. You don't get a cookie for being the toughest and the hardest. You don't get a cookie for that. You don't get a cookie for that. And to my ladies, right? To my ladies, when we develop that mindset, which is a very masculine mindset, think of if you think of masculinity, they're the protectors, they're the providers, right? To my ladies, if you are in your struggle mode, if you are in your survival mode and, oh, everything is a battle, I gotta do it on my own, you're putting yourself more into survival mode because you're trying to get an award for overcoming a battle or overcoming struggle, and that takes away from your magnetic feminine energy. Let it go. It doesn't serve you. I know our environments can tell us, hey, it serves you better to do everything on your own because this is what you got to do, because this is where you're from, because this is what you look like. Speaking as someone who was from environments that used to tell me I have to be strong like this and I have to carry all this weight and I have to do it on my own, that is fine. You can do it on your own if you tried, but just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. So eliminate the struggle cookie mindset. There is no prize in overworking yourself. There is no prize in taking on a battle on your own and proving that you have the thickest skin, especially for my ladies, because it takes away from your feminine energy. But also for my guys who watch this, you are wounding your masculinity more because you're getting in your own way by thinking of life as this never-ending, unfair battle. Let it go. If you want life to work for you, if you want the universe to work for you, you have to first work for you mentally. Let yourself know life is not against me. The universe is not against me. My existence is not merely meant for survival. I can do more. I can do better. Life is on my side. If I'm on my side, life is on my side. Remind yourself of this stuff. And that is how you commit yourself to seeing things from an abundance mindset, from seeing things from a positive perspective. It helps literally repel negative thoughts. It goes so far when you understand exactly how your mindset correlates with your energy. And that's why self-improvement is so important, right? Because we all know the law of attraction. No, the law of attraction is all about thoughts, right? You think this, you write it down, you become magnetic with your energy, right? But what conducts your thoughts? Your mind, right? And so many people leave out the development of the mindset. If you don't develop your mindset, good luck getting what you want. Because that is the work. That's the price you have to pay, because there's no such thing as something for nothing. You can't write down, oh, I want this perfect boyfriend. And then you go out here, you're still eating Doritos, you're still not trying to build your confidence. You're not even saying affirmations every day. You're whining every time something doesn't go your way. You have a lack mindset. You don't contribute to other people's happiness. You see couples and you evil eye in them. Like, you think that stuff is going to get you a relationship? You think it's going to get you a fulfilling romantic partner? You think it's going to put you on the right vibration? No. And the reason that you do that stuff is because you don't do self-improvement. Improve who you are, and you improve how magnetic you are. It's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. I swear it's that simple. The hard part is staying consistent. No one wants to stay consistent. Let me teach you this trick. You have two options in life, and I want you to choose. I want you to choose which option you're going to take, okay? All right. Option A. You can live a life where you don't do any internal work because, oh, it's so hard to stay consistent. Oh, but the negative thoughts are so powerful. Oh my God, but I can't stop thinking about how I don't have him and how I don't have money and how I don't have health. Oh my gosh, right? This is option A. You can never do any internal work. You can let that stuff dominate your energy and your mind. And then you will spend the rest of your life, which life expectancy is what? I don't know, between late 60s, early 80s, depending on where you are, right? And you can live your entire life struggling with those thoughts, not doing internal work, right? Trying to manifest stuff, looking for miracles from the universe instead of actually knowing what you're doing, and the fact that your mind is connected with the universe so you can control what happens in your life, right? So you can do that. And you will spend the rest of your life suffering in that cycle, over and over again. Oh, I'm not doing internal work. I'm complaining all the time. I'm negative. I'm low vibrational. But I want what I want. Why can't I get what I want? You can live your life like that. Or you can put in the internal work. You can love who you are. You can love your body. You can love your mind. You can love your spirit. You can love your hair. You can love your skin. You can love your personality. You can be authentic and come and show up to the world as who you are because you've worked on yourself. So you know that you're worthy of showing up as who you are because you've done the work. You've put in the value. You know the value of who you are. You're the most valuable product walking on earth, right? You know the value. You're an investment, right? You can do that internal work. You can stay consistent. Every day you say affirmations. Every day you look over your goals, right? And your suffering in life goes from here to here, right? You can do that. That's the price you pay. Internal work, have a beautiful external life. No internal work, have a terrible external life. Which do you choose? And that's what I'm trying to get you to see. Everybody says that they are going to choose the internal work. So my life is beautiful. I'm living the lifestyle I want. I have the body I want. I have the guy I want. I have the girl I want. I'm living in the highest vibrations. But then you go and do actions, behaviors, and have thoughts that align with the other option that you clearly don't want. You clearly don't want that. So how can you, right? How can you ever manifest? If you're participating in this cycle, but you want to manifest, but you are not doing the work to align the version of who you are with everything over here in this option, in this cycle. There's absolutely no way that you can consistently get results if you don't improve who you are. I'm telling you. And the people who don't improve who they are, they hit a ceiling. You're going to hit a ceiling and you're going to be like, what happened? Why can't I manifest this? I just did this last. Well, it's because you're meant to change and grow as a being. Like, we're here to change and grow. We're not here to stay the same. Do you think we're here to stay the same? Absolutely not. We're here to grow and change. Look at nature. Literally just look at the laws of nature. Like, the laws of nature show us you're meant to change. The weather changes, right? Animals change, diseases change, like literally everything changes. And you think that in your lifetime, you're supposed to stay the same. Everything's supposed to stay the same. You're not supposed to grow. You're not supposed to evolve your mindset. You're not supposed to grow your spirit. You're not supposed to change your perspectives. Like, that's what I'm like, you can't expect to not grow and get everything from life. You have to invest in self-improvement. That's how it goes. And how do you invest in self-improvement? by manifesting the best version of yourself. Who are you? And don't define yourself by like, oh, I'm an A student. Oh, I want to be a doctor. Oh, I want to be a lawyer. Oh, I'm someone who desires that. No, who are you? Are you a compassionate person? Are you limitless? Are you confident? Are you beautiful? Like, look at the type of descriptor words that you use to describe yourself, right? And change how you define yourself. That is when your magnetism shifts. That's when you become incredibly magnetic, because you're no longer defined by anything in the external world. You're not defined by your straight A's or your straight C's. You're not defined by your career. You're not defined by your family. Who are you? And it takes a lot of confidence and courage to explore that question. So decide today, are you confident enough to decide and define who you are? That's how you manifest. That's how you become this incredible goddess. That's how you become this incredible being who attracts things that are just amazing time after time after time. And you're like, how does this happen? Like, you want to get to a place in your life where so many good things happen and you're like, how does all of this good stuff happen for me? Instead of being in a place in your life where you're like, how does this bad stuff keep happening? Like, you want to be on the other side of that extreme. And in order to be on the other side of the extreme, you got to change what's inside first. Nothing is going to come before you change the inside. Let me give you a prime example. If you're standing in front of a mirror, right? And you're moving your hand, you're moving your fingers like this, right? So if you're standing in front of the mirror and you're seeing the reflection of your hand and you're like, man, I want my finger to move like this, right? But you're standing here and you refuse to move your finger first so you can see the reflection of that in the mirror. And you're like looking in the mirror, why isn't my finger moving? Why isn't my finger moving? Well, yeah, like you have to move your finger in order to see that reflection in your life, right? In the mirror, right? The same thing happens with life. The same thing happens. We look at life and we're like, oh, why don't I have this? Why is this not attractive to me yet? Why is this not here? Why can't I achieve this goal? Well, like, have you moved what's inside first? Have you changed what's inside first so you can see that reflection in your life? Because life is a reflection of who you are inside, what you value about yourself, what you prioritize in your set of goals. So that's what your life is. It's a reflection of that. And until you learn that it's a reflection of you, until you learn that, you're gonna be waiting for things outside of you to just change, and they're not gonna change unless you change. You have to demand it. Demand a change from yourself, and life has no option but to respond in the way to match a vibration of what you just did. So if you say, I'm so tired of people telling me I don't have confidence, I don't look good, I don't this, well, do you feel like that on the inside? Like, have you changed how you carry yourself? Do you invest in yourself? Do you think you're confident? Right? So look at that. What thoughts do you have? If you want to know what your vibration is right now in life, look at the thoughts that you have. Just look at the thoughts that you have. It'll tell you everything you need to know. If you're in a space where you're having thoughts that are negative and the negative thoughts are dominating, chances are it reflects in your life, right? And until you wake up, right? Until you wake up, nothing will change. And I'm trying to get you to see that. Only you can do this. Like, no one's gonna hand you a magic anything and say, here, the cure to everything that you have ever wanted in life. This is for you. Like, no, you have to have the curiosity, the determination, the consistency, the persistence. You have to want to invest your time and effort into yourself to find that truth for yourself, okay? Like, it's crazy because I do everything I can to give you guys the guidance that you need with manifesting, with law of attraction, with self-help videos, everything, right? But the thing is, it still takes you to wake up and say, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna change this today. I'm tired. Like, you have to get to a point where you're tired of suffering. Like, are you really tired of suffering? The more you allow yourself to fall into the low vibrations, into the self-pity, into all of that, like, the more you are going to experience that. And the more you're gonna realize it's not gonna change. And it's not gonna change unless I change.